So let's talk about why you might or might not want to have a website as part of your marketing strategy for being an exterior cleaning business. So we'll start by ruling out ones who might not want a website, particularly thinking about window cleaners, window cleaning only companies. Now, if you're a sole trader window cleaner, it's just you, it's probably not a good idea to have a website. And that's because there will be a cut-off point where your round is full and you don't want to take on any more customers. Now, you can build that as quickly as it would take for a website to be able to start ranking and for you to get customers from. So there's a lot of work to put into a website for them to fill out a round, and now the website's a bit redundant. So that might not be the best route to go. Maybe a bigger company where you want to keep taking on customers, keep taking on more staff, it might make more sense to have a website. But let's think now about those who've got other exterior cleaning services. So you might have even window cleaning as part of that, and you may have a small base of window cleaning, but you also do other jobs. So that needs a constant stream of new customers to be able to fill your gaps, because they're either not recurring or that recurring work is going to be over the next years. So maybe once a year, maybe a bit more than that. So you need more customers coming in to fill those gaps. So you will want to have a website where people can go to, see the work that you're doing, see how your services work, the pricing, and then they get in touch with you. So it's a form of marketing because it will do the work for you, but the return is different than, say, if you were going door to door or leafleting or using Facebook ads or Facebook groups. These have got a more instant return to them, where a website you can build out more extensively, so you can have all your services on there to describe them, to have photos, videos. You can put the full lot of information out there for people to read up on and make a decision on and get back in touch with you. But it takes more time in initially setting that up, especially as you haven't just got the website. You've then got to think about how you get that out there. So you've either got to do the physical work to put the website onto pages, say like Facebook, or on leaflets and get that out there, or you want what's called organic traffic. So you want the people who are searching for those services and then your website to come up at the top. Now that doesn't just happen by making a website. You need search engine optimization, or SEO, for that. Now that involves a lot of work behind the scenes. And this is where you might want to make a decision as to whether you build the website yourself, and there'll be a lot of learning that goes along with that, or you ask an agency to do this. And there's a reason why it is a whole job in itself, and why there are whole agencies that are charging for this, because it is a whole full-time job. So the thing is, to start out a website, you're paying an agency a few hundred just to start with, say, a one-page website. But then the ongoing work on that, if you want to build that website out, you've then got the SEO to that, you've then got the ongoing backlinking to that website so that it is more authoritative, so that Google trusts it, so that when people in your area search for that service, they will find your website. But why is it you might want to go into having a website? Why would you put all of that effort in? Well, it's because you may, in the long term, want people to find you naturally. So instead of spending your time leafleting, going door to door, in having to put out Facebook ads into groups or to pay for Facebook ads, once you've done that bulk work with the website, with the ongoing payment doesn't have to happen anymore. It does the work for you. But there's a lot of work in setting that up. So it's an investment. But now is a good time for that, because in the exterior cleaning business, there's not many people putting that much effort into websites. If I look just within my area, a lot of websites only have one page. And even some who have got more pages with services, when you check the backlinks to that, generally speaking, most websites have got under 500 backlinks. You've then got to consider the quality of those. So it's very difficult to see all of those backlinks without having a paid service. But I've been able to see some of those backlinks are low quality ones, and they're certainly not hitting some of the top good quality backlinks that they could have for that website. So 500 is quite a low number. An agency will probably be doing that for you within a few months, and then you're looking anyway at 6 months to be able to properly start getting the rankings and the SEO for your website to really start to come into play, because Google's got to find all those backlinks. It's got to build trust for your website. So it's quite easy to compete in this space on a website, really, because there's not many doing it, and to those who are doing it, the quality is not the best it could be. And just to put that into perspective, you have a look at some of these big companies out there. I was looking at, for example, UPS the other day. You check the backlinks for that, you're in the hundreds of thousands of backlinks. Even some other large companies in different sectors, you know, I saw one that had got I think it was about 20,000 backlinks. Yeah, this is what you're looking at in bigger industries where there's more competition between websites. But in the exterior cleaning business, there's not that much competition. So this is why now is maybe a good time to start looking at having a website and getting ahead of that competition. And especially as we start to head toward the future of AI search. So people will ask for a service and there will be an AI generated answer by searching what different websites are saying about that service within your area. So the more times that you can get cited within your area, and if you've got a strong website, this is where those generative results can start feeding your company to people as they're searching AI. So I've had people come to me who have asked AI and it recommended me. So it's starting to go that way. It's not the only way you're going to get customers, but it will certainly become an increasing way that customers will find you. So in marketing, it's good to have a hand in all of the aspects of marketing. So particularly within this space, it's going to be door-to-door, leafleting, it's going to be meta ads like Facebook and Instagram, it's going to be using free groups, it's going to be using your social profiles to put your work out there, things like Google Ads, and using a website. So by utilizing all of those is how you're going to appeal to different types of customers, different intents and different backgrounds of those customers. And the website is just one of those ways, but it will open up this new area of people as we go into the future, ones who use AI for recommendations. So there'll be more videos in the future looking at what you can do with a website, how websites work, tricks and tips to use in the way you format your website, and the use of blogs. So the blog one's coming up soon. So yeah, keep visiting, keep watching these videos, and ask any questions that you want to know about what you can do with a website as part of your marketing for exterior cleaning.